IVM.
$100. That's all it takes to begin your journey with Bitcoin and Ethereum. No, really. With CoinSwitch, you can start investing in over 100 cryptocurrencies with just 100 rupees. On top of that, there are zero charges for deposits and withdrawals, so you can trade, buy, sell, however and whenever you want. All of this, plus their extremely intuitive interface, makes CoinSwitch the perfect app for beginners in the crypto space. But don't take my word for it. Just download CoinSwitch for free and try it out for yourself. If you'd like more information on cryptocurrencies, tune into A Show About Crypto with me, Rohan Joshi, my new adventure on IVM Podcasts. CoinSwitch, kuch to badlega.
Okay, so this episode is for all those last-minute ninjas. Yes, those people who will have sufficient time to get something done, but will only get down to doing it 24 hours before. And those people who very often will miss the deadline as well. What is it? Why are you guys so averse to planning? Why is it such a big deal for you to do things in bite-sized portions? Why does everything have to be pushed to the last minute? Have you ever wondered why you do this? Or are you somebody who just sits there and say, I'm such a last minute person, yeah. I always put so much pressure on myself. I wish I could just do things in time. I always miss a deadline. Maybe you're doing things at the last minute so that you can throw yourself this party of sympathy and pity, and be able to paint yourself out to be this poor something who has no control over his or her life. Maybe you thrive or revel in that thought? Hi, I'm Chetna. I'm a positive action coach, and you're tuned in to Say No to Drama. Well, today we're talking a little bit more about time management and also your beliefs that govern the way you use your time. Yes, most of your choices, actions, and habits are influenced by your beliefs. In fact, your beliefs often dictate how you behave and the choices that you make. So my question to you is this. What is the belief that makes you not plan and do things in time? And I'll tell you this. It may not necessarily be about not having time or being a disorganized person and so ending up with only that much time at the very last minute to finish something. A lot of times, people who do things at the last minute do it because it's a very, very bad habit that they have built and nurtured for many years. I mean, think back to school and college. That's option one. And option two is that you're doing things at the last minute because you're trying to prove to yourself how good you are, how awesome you are. I mean, look how efficient I am that people will take 10 days to do this. I just take 4 hours. I mean, I'm cool that way. Or then there's an option three. And that is that if you are somebody who plans things and does things over a period of time, you aren't as good enough or efficient enough or great enough as if you would do it in the last 4 hours, which essentially means you have gone and glorified doing things in the last minute. You have glorified being a last minute ninja. You see it as your superpower. You see yourself as this person who will get up and get things done no matter what. Well, let me tell you this. You're no ninja. You're just a big fool. Yes, because all you are doing is pressurizing yourself and constantly putting yourself to the test. I mean, for what? Why does life have to be all about pressure and struggle and making ends meet and about deadlines that have to be met? Why? Why can't you just take a deep breath and plan? Oh, I'll also tell you this. A lot of people are averse to planning because they think it takes away the spontaneity of life. Yeah, literally in that tone. Well, planning doesn't take away any spontaneity. Being spontaneous is a quality that some people have, and for some it's a learned behavior. And being spontaneous can be done even while you plan certain aspects of your life. You plan to make your life easy and to chalk out the time within which you can be spontaneous. You plan so that you don't miss out on the time when you can be spontaneous. Get it? Planning is not the enemy. Your belief that doing things in the last minute is the way to do it, that is the enemy. Also, let me tell you this. You know the third point I put out about glorifying doing things last minute? Well, at least most of us learnt that in college, in school, when there was so much to do, so many submissions, so much to study, and we left things for the last minute because we did not plan our lives well. Now, the problem here is nobody taught us to plan our lives in college. And in school, when we should actually learn how to plan our lives, it just became too routine. It became too strict, too rigid. So some of us functioned within a structure and some of us just rebelled. But what you need to understand about planning is that there is no one correct way. You have to figure out what works for you. For some people, military-like precision planning works. Yes, they need that timetable etched in stone. For some people, like me, it needs to be a flexible routine. For some people, they don't like having their whole day planned. They want chunks of it planned. Maybe only work, maybe only personal stuff. Whatever. Figure out a system that works for you. But that's not what this episode is about, so I'm digressing and I'm going to quickly bring myself back on track and tell you that by doing things last minute, you're not doing yourself a favor. You're not winning the Oscar. Nobody is putting you on a pedestal. And no, you don't become an honorary member of the Avengers. Doing things last minute makes you a fool. A fool who is so busy pressurizing their own selves as if the world doesn't do enough of it. A fool who is busy struggling to get things done when they can just take a deep breath, plan a little and do it with so much more ease, which essentially means a fool who is choosing stress over happiness. So now my question to you is this. Do you still feel like doing things last minute? I know that habits are hard to break. So here's what I'll tell you. Look at your to-do list and take one item from it and plan the execution out. Break it down into bite-sized pieces. As an example, if you are somebody who has to do a presentation, do not sit to make all 200 slides 24 hours before you have to present. Can you make 5 to 10 slides every day over a span of 1 week or 10 days or whatever the math is? Give yourself some room to think, to act, to feel, to process. Stop dumping everything on the last minute and then telling yourself, oh, I'm so bad with time management. Yaha, when you should be doing a bite-sized piece, you're busy faffing. And no, do not blame procrastination. Let me tell you this, procrastination is not necessarily a bad habit stemming from laziness. Procrastination is stemming from lack of information and fear of some sort. You lack clarity. You're not willing to commit. You don't know what you're getting into. There is information that is missing of some sort. That is why you procrastinate. You don't know why you are doing something. You don't know what's the point. So procrastination is a whole different thing. Do not club it with laziness. You doing things at the last minute, that's just a bad habit. And you need to cut it out. You learnt this bad habit in school and college, or maybe even at work. It could have happened for many different reasons, but you can unlearn it. Like so many other things in your life, so many other behaviors, habits, etc. Unlearn this bad habit too. There is no glory in being a last-minute ninja. There is no award to be won. It does not prove that you are more efficient than anybody else. It does not prove that you are that person who can get anything done. All it says about you is that you are bad with managing your time. And 2, you have no sense of priorities. Oh, and there's a third piece too. There's a certain lack of accountability. Ha! I almost missed that one. Well, on that note, guys, I hope you can break this bad habit of being a last-minute person. Please take a deep breath and plan your day and life out just a little bit, and know you will not lose the spontaneity of life if you plan a little bit. If you want more help on how to manage your time, you can reach out to me on Instagram. My handle is Positivity Angel. You can also reach out to us on Instagram and Twitter to tell us what other topics you would like me to cover in these episodes, what other dramas you would like me to slice through. Our handle on Instagram and Twitter is IVM Podcasts. And all previous episodes are available on the IVM Podcast app and website. Even my Positively Unlimited podcast episodes are all up there. So go tune in.
Hey everybody, it's been a great week on the IVM Podcast Network. On the Habit Coach, mythologist and author Devdutt Patnaik joins Ashton to talk about his latest book, How to Become Rich, 12 Lessons I Learned from Vedic and Puranic Stories. Check out how we can approach money and apply Vedic practices into our daily life. In the last episode of the season for Last Man Standing is the Battle of the Two-Wheelers, Bajaj Auto versus Hero Honda with Anupam and Ambi. On Misconduct, Raghavi and Nisha tell us the chilling story of Shabnam and her lover Salim, who together killed 6 members of her family. On Yuddha, Aditya and Anirudh explore Sher Shah's journey of becoming the most powerful man in Hindustan. And on Marathi Kirkitun, Dr. Rajiv and Manik discuss author Vinda Karandikar's short essays and poetry. Do follow us on social media. We're IVM Podcast on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And remember, if you're enjoying this show or any of our other shows for that matter, please do tell a friend. It really does help us. And finally, we'd like to thank our sponsors on the network this week, Cred, Bank of Baroda, Quota, CoinSwitch, Kuber, and Inter vPro. Thank you so much for making this possible. Hi everybody, just wanted to ask everyone for a quick favor. We're running a brand survey right now and would really appreciate it if you could let us know what you think about the advertising on IVM. Go to ivmpodcast.com/survey and do let us know. As part of this, we'll be selecting 10 random participants and sending them some IVM swag, so do fill out those surveys.